For the top play of the year finalists.
Ooh, can't wait for that. But first, ready to earn some VC with some 2K TV Interactive?
Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The Rockets clinched the conference championship that climaxed in a Game 7 showdown. But now they need 4 more wins to reach their ultimate goal. It all starts right here, right now, against the
Basketball's biggest day. Tip-off goes to Houston, and the series everyone has been waiting for. The NBA Finals are now underway. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Tari Eason is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Amen Thompson. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's White in at the two-guard spot. Booker against White. Robinson sets a screen for Booker. Shoots over White. Booker, no good. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for Houston. Pass to Eason. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Boston now. Robinson with it. Porzingis with the ball. He's covered by Eason. Back to Porzingis. Now here's Baylor. And here is Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Booker. Wembanyama with the rebound. Over in the corner, White. Pass to Eason. Thompson surveying the floor. Here's Giannis. Rebound Boston.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
White against Booker. Takes it inside. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist from Booker.
You have to know how to play pick and roll in today's NBA. And Porzingis has got great instincts of when to dive and when to fade.
Pass to Wembanyama. Traps in the tray.
Boy, after missing 3 straight, they finally get one to go down.
Now Booker. Over White. No good from Booker. Rockets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Antetokounmpo. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Boston making a switch here. Craig's checked in.
Now into the lineup for the Celtics.
Here's Booker. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Robinson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And the formula is simple for these guys. Get Robinson the ball near the hoop and watch the Admiral operate.
Thompson outside. White against Booker. Pass to Eason. His 3-pointers off the mark. Boston trail. Outside Baylor. It's Craig, top of the key. Robinson down low. Defended by Wembanyama.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Giannis passes to Eason. Played in with a nice touch off. the glass.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
Craig kicks to Booker. No good from outside.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
They grab their own miss. Thompson passes to Giannis. Baylor against Thompson. A 3-ball, 4 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Elgin Baylor. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Dort. Craig with it. Booker the pass to Robinson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And the focus there from Robinson. Hard to rattle when he's this close to the basket. The D looks helpless.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Steven Adams comes in for Wembanyama. And it's Ty Jerome in for Amen Thompson.
David Robinson. First personal foul. First team foul.
Celtics on D. And White kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to White. Just 5 on the clock. Screen by Adams for 3. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in.
So many NBA players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the league, and he gets after it off the glass.
Here's Pritchard. Baylor with the ball. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Giannis passes to Jerome. Into the lane. And that one drops.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Here's Pritchard. Scoreless thus far. Baylor. Here's Robinson. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Some changes for Boston. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Robinson. And Porzingis subbed in for Torrey Craig. Adams right side. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
Outside Baylor. Pass to Cornett. Porzingis against Houston. Back to Porzingis. Puts up a 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Porzingis has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, in the modern NBA, a big that can shoot with range so important. Kristaps Porzingis from 3.
Eason gets a wide open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And he's been... way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Pritchard passes to Baylor. Down low, here's Cornett. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Jerome. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Takes it off the glass. 6 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
And here's Porzingis for a 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Giannis passes to Eason. Baylor against Antetokounmpo. The offensive rebound. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts. Dort finds Porzingis. And the 3 off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now here's Adams. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Adams. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Adams has got it all tied up now for Houston. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Some changes for Boston. Robinson comes in for Luke Cornett. And it's Devin Booker in for Dort. Houston with a big group substitution here. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Adams. Chris Boucher comes in for Tari Eason. Whitmore, he's checked in for White. That's Thompson in for Ty Jerome. Here's Giannis. That's it. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Robinson with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Porzingis can't hit.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the board. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Antetokounmpo inside. Baylor defending. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 and just missed his 4th. And Boucher sends it back.
Love to see Giannis get aggressive on defense, using that reach to track down the block.
Some changes for Boston. Hauser's checked in, and it's Dort in for Pritchard. Porzingis against Boucher. Porzingis passes to Booker. Pocket 6. The 19-foot shot, and it falls over the rim and in.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Booker the pass to Porzingis. Robinson a screen on Boucher. The wide open look here for Porzingis. It's rebounded by Houston. A 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Boston's got just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Dort passes to Robinson. And then Robinson slams it in.
I love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Houston needs to get a shot. Boucher. And a miss there on the triple. The Celtics shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. And Booker kicks to Porzingis. 1:12 left to play here in the first. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. For the Rockets, Adams, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Tari Eason comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Derek White subbed in for Whitmore.
I think what really pops about Kristaps Porzingis is 7'3". but it's the sweet shooting stroke and the deep range. But let's not forget, when this guy came in the league, he was an absolute force as a shot blocker.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Robinson against Wembanyama. Outside Robinson. It's rebounded by Houston. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. And here's Thompson. All scoring in this one. And it's sent back by Robinson.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
Booker in the post. White's there. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Up in time. Not going to go that time. At the end of... A closely contested game so far. Celtics lead by 2. And the second quarter will... And it's... Time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
Lou Dort out there with Devin Booker. And there's Porzingis. And it's Robinson. And it's Baylor in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Boston 5. And so White will bring it up for Houston. Trailing by 2. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
That is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Booker dishes to Robinson. Outside, Porzingis. No good on the 3. The Rockets shooting around 41% on the night. Pass to White. To the right side. Beyond the arc. Eason's shot is good. And now it's a 3-point Rocket lead.
Derek White does a little bit of absolutely everything for this team, and what I love the most, his ability to pass it at a high level.
Baylor passes to Robinson, and the shot goes in. Robinson's got 11 points.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Inside. Booker against White. Rebounded by the Celtics. Elgin Baylor on the wing. He has yet to score.
The defense made the mistake of allowing Kristaps Porzingis to find his rhythm. Going to be a long night if you don't cool him off.
Pass to Eason. Giannis against Baylor. Here's Giannis. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for the Celtics. That one misses.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
To the inside, tipped away, and stolen by Eason. 3-on-3. White against Baylor. White looking around. 4 on the clock. Over Baylor. The Rockets again can't hit. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And Booker kicks to Robinson. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Back to Booker. And down low. Booker refuses to be denied.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling there.
Right wing. Back to Giannis. Powers through inside. Giannis.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Booker. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. To the wing right side. And stolen by Thompson. Pass to Giannis. Inside. Onto the Kumbo. Automatic.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Antetokounmpo against Baylor. Puts the move on. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Baylor dishes to Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Good on the bucket.
To me, this is when Derek White is at his most dangerous. When the jumper is falling, it opens up the other aspects of his game.
Outside Baylor. The putback. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Wembanyama, a screen on Craig. Eason. And Pritchard pulls it down.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Pass to Robinson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
Zinkis, he's checked in for the Celtics. Devin Booker comes in for Pritchard. Rockets have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Wembanyama with the bounce pass. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Boston. Now Baylor. Nothing on the board. Master Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, free throw attempt numbers indicate just how difficult someone is to guard. Booker's certainly in the hard-to-check category.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Dort. The Rockets also changing it up. Adams, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Boucher comes in for Jari Eason. And Strus is subbed in for White. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Boucher finds Strus. Here's Antetokounmpo to the paint. And Adams with the slam.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
Baylor against Thompson. To the inside. Here's Booker. Devin Booker soaring in.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Antetokounmpo inside. Baylor defending. Adams' shot is good.
Boy, if Adams can make mid-range jumpers, it opens up the floor for his teammates.
Boston trailing. Outside Baylor. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Baylor against Thompson. Inside. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Baylor. Baylor's got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, you love to see Porzingis battling through contact down low. That's a tremendous finish.
To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Booker the pass to Cornett. Now Baylor. He can't get that one. Good D by Thompson. Strus against Booker. It's Strus on the wing. Still without a basket. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Pritchard pulls it down. The The Celtics have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Pass to Baylor. Now here's Booker, the train. And you know who? Devin Booker.
Boy, the delivery from Booker so clean. That jump shooting is pure.
Down low. Antetokounmpo, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pritchard passes to Cornette. There's the screen from past the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. To the paint, here's Boucher, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 1.
Well, Chris Boucher, the ability to score, even though there's bodies around him, that's an impressive finish.
Cornette kicks to Booker. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. 13 points for Devin Booker.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So for the Rockets, Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Steven Adams. Tari Eason comes in for Chris Boucher. And it's White in for Max Strus. Pass to Antetokounmpo. What muscle from Giannis on the finish.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Outside, Porzingis. And here's Booker from the arc. Thompson with the rebound. Houston in the lead. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Thompson sets the pick for Giannis. Five on the clock. Back to White. Launches it. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists now tonight.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Here's Hauser. He's covered by Eason. Nice ball movement by Boston. And here's Booker from the arc. He responds! Booker! Big time!
After hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
And Wembanyama outside. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. There's a good screen. Pass to Hauser. Lets it go with the 3. Robinson. And Robinson is right there. Robinson's got 16.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass, Robinson knows he has the size and length to capitalize there.
Back to Thompson. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. Here's Booker. Outside, Dort. Outside, Porzingis. Booker against White. 6 on the shot clock. Booker dishes to Robinson. A 3 from Porzingis. He's off on that one. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Boston Celtics. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. He'll get you back to the action after this break.
Welcome, everybody, to our Game 1 coverage. It's a tight one indeed for the Boston Celtics.
This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shots. Now, I could say this. They're generating a lot of clean looks, guys.
Yeah, it's tough to beat a team that's in sync. Big advantage in the assist column. Check that out. Looking at the scenario for the Houston Rockets. They've made it this far. Game 1 of the NBA Finals. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Boy, he has been locked in, all about business, just going out there and doing what he does best.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Tari Eason is out there with Max Strus. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Thompson. And it's White in at the 2-guard.
Well, a corner three for Derek White. Surprise, surprise. This guy will light you up if you give him shots.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
The Rockets shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Pass to Eason. Now Strus. Wembanyama. Lights on. No good from 11 feet.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Robinson a screen on White. Here's Booker. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Booker's got the game tied up here for the Celtics. Wembanyama passes to Eason. Strus with it. Just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Good work defensively by Baylor. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
To me, that's where the frame of Lou Dort helps, right? He's so big and strong from the guard position. He can take contact.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Max Strus. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
You know, he couldn't make all of them, and they'll have to settle for just a 1-point lead.
It's White on the wing. That's Giannis. Launches it from deep. And Boston with the rebound. Baylor's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And the Celtics making a change here. Craig's checked in.
Number 12.
And so here is Houston. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Pass to Eason. Giannis outside. Stolen by Robinson. White against Booker. Outside, Dort. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 4 assists now tonight. Thompson against Dort. Eason with it. 5 points in the game. The 10-footer. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Booker against White. Robinson sets a screen for Booker. And so the ball's out of bounds. Craig touched it left. Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston.
Number 11.
Rockets trail by 4. Here's Giannis. 22 points for him. To stop the drought. Chalk up 2 there. Giannis has got 24. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Outside, Dort. Break against Eason. And stolen by White. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop.
That will help your assist numbers if you're Derek White. You can't miss that guy.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Craig. Here's Pritchard, defended by Wembanyama. Boston again missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Giannis kicks to Thompson. Now White. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Pass to Eason. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in.
And surgical around the hoop. Robinson forces your hand as the defender.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here. No good on that one.
David Robinson.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Antetokounmpo. 24 points for him. Outside, White. Back to Giannis. Wembanyama sets a screen for Giannis. For the lead, and it's good on the layup. Giannis has got 26 points. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Antetokounmpo against Robinson. Pass to Hauser. Outside, Dort. Celtics passing it around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Pritchard. Robinson kicks to Dort. Shoots over White. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's covered closely. Outside, White. Thompson, a screen on Dort. Inside. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Now, here is Robinson. He's got 17. Pass to Dort. Here's Hauser, defended by Wembanyama. Here's Eason, and the dunk by Eason.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Robinson against Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Giannis. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Baseline J on the way, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Giannis against Robinson. To the inside. Here's Dort. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Dort's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, Dort touched the paint, and he was immediately thinking score.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Some changes for Boston. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Robinson. Porzingis is coming in for Torrey Craig. And it's Devin Booker in for Dort. Houston also making some changes. Adams, he's checked in for Tari Eason. Max Strus comes in for White. And it's Ty Jerome in for Thompson. Pass to Jerome. The three-pointer is right on target. Jerome's got the lead up to 8 now for Houston. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Houston.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Back to Giannis. And he banks in the layup. And now a 10-point Rocket lead.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pass to Hauser. To the middle. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good.
And just so frustrating for a team when you collectively go cold at the line. And that's happened to them here in the second half.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Robinson comes in for Luke Cornett. And it's Baylor in for Pritchard. The Rockets also changing it up. Tari Eason's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. And it's Thompson in for Ty Jerome. And to Tacumbo. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Baylor drives in. It's stolen by Adams. They push it up 4 on 3. And the dunk by Eason.
Yeah, Max Strus developing the ability to play make for teammates. That's an on-time, on-target pass.
Booker looking around. Here's Porzingis. Back to Booker. Pass to Robinson. Just 3 to shoot. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, we've come to expect this from Devin Booker. This guy is a relentless force on the offensive end.
Rockets leading by 9. And here is Antetokounmpo. And he has 28 points for the game. There goes Giannis. And Boston with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And stolen by Thompson. And it's the Rockets on the break. The wide open shot from Strus. Off target from outside. For Boston, they've gone somewhat so far 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far. Baylor passes to Booker. To the paint. Porzingis inside. Adams on him. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Porzingis. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Rockets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Out to the right wing. Here's Adams. Another miss by Houston. Celtics have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Here's Baylor. Yes! And the foul. That one on Thompson.
And what's unique about Baylor, he can score from a variety of angles and really good off of either shoulder. Just great extension and body control.
Dort, he's checked in for Boston. The Rockets also changing it up. Victor Wembanyama. Checked in for Adams. Cam Whitmore comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Derek White subbed in for Max Strus. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Robinson against Eason. Pass to Baylor from downtown. And no good that time. Good D by Thompson. Inside. Stolen by Robinson. Dort wide open. Hands it from downtown. George got 9 points.
You can see the work Lou Dort has put in to make himself a threat from 3. That's a pretty-looking shot right there.
White. Here's Eason. Offline with his 3.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Porzingis kicks to Robinson. And it's White with the rebound. Pass to Whitmore. Eason with it. Deflects the pass. Dort, the open look. No good from the wing.
And it didn't fall, but that's the... kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have...
The third quarter comes to a close. Rockets ahead. They lead by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Booker. Robinson is out there with Porzingis, and it's Hauser in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Wembanyama with the bucket.
You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
Pass to Pritchard. Now Robinson. Here's Hauser. And it's off from three-point range. Rockets leading by 6. Outside, White. Up top, Eason. Now here's White. He started closely. 6 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
We talk about high-effort players. Well, Derek White embodies that very description. Always working hard, always looking to outwork his opponent.
Both teams will make substitutions. Boston shooting well. They're at 45%. Pritchard passes to Cornet. Booker outside. Here's the teardrop. And Adams sends it back.
This is one of the toughest bigs in the league. Steven Adams challenging opponents defensively. Nicely done.
Here's White. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. And the Rockets lead by 10.
Challenging this D with the 3-ball. That's his second from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
Porzingis with a screen on White. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Cornette. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Baylor. Busted. No good that time either.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Here's Jerome. Defended by Booker. Here's Giannis.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Porzingis passes to Booker to end the run. And it's White with the rebound. And so White will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Baylor. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. Doesn't matter. Just make shots.
And how about the attack there from Giannis inside, going right into the defense and still able to get the shot up.
Dort, he's checked in for Booker. And then for Houston, Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Tari Eason. Cam Whitmore comes in for White. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Ty Jerome. Pass to Cornette. And here is Dort. Oh, good on the triple. Porzingis against Giannis. No good. Shot missing. Nice D from Porzingis. Celtics trail by 12. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And Cam Whitmore picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Baylor. Over onto Tacumbo.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Boston's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. They set the screen. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from George.
Luke Dort expanding his skill set, now able to run pick and roll action. Go ahead and dictate some offense, Luke.
Here's Whitmore. Here's Adams. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot to the inside. Here's Adams. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And the Rockets lead by 11.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's his third foul of the game.
Second team foul.
On defense, Houston. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Baylor, 5 on the clock.
And since halftime, he just doesn't have a clue when it comes to shooting.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
I like when Dort seeks out his offense, using that athleticism well there on the drive.
And to Tacumbo. Elgin Baylor pulls it in. Baylor's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Boston making some changes. Robinson's checked in for Luke Cornett. And it's Torrey Craig in for Porzingis. Thompson against Dort. Adams right side. Pass to Whitmore. Here's Wembanyama for three. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Dort passes to Pritchard. Adams against Baylor, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Turnovers weren't a story for him early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones. And now their defense is in overdrive.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead. And right now, at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
And it's Dort off the drive. Down low. Robinson down low. Adams defending. Robinson misses. Rockets leading by 10. And Wembanyama too much inside.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Outside Baylor. Pass to Pritchard. To the paint. Baylor against Adams. Shot, high post. Got it in the Houston lead and cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Elgin Baylor.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Pass to Wembanyama. And Adams kicks to Thompson. Rebounded by the Celtics.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Now, here's Craig. Back to Dort. Celtics passing it around. Dort with a screen for Robinson. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Celtics making a switch here. Booker's checked in. And then for Houston, Tari Eason's checked in for Steven Adams. And it's White in for Cam Whitmore. Outside, Dort. Robinson with it. Outside Baylor. Back to Robinson. Dort finds Craig. White against Dort. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. White the pass to Thompson. Eason against Robinson. Pass to Giannis. Elgin Baylor pulls it in. Baylor's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Dort passes to Craig. Baylor with the ball. Outguarded by Giannis. No good from Booker. Rockets leading by 10. And the dunk by Eason.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And Booker kicks to Craig. Thompson against Booker. Back to Craig. Booker outside. And Devin Booker in the paint.
Putting up points is what Devin Booker does best, and right now he is showing out.
Here's Thompson. Now here's Giannis. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Zingas is checked in for Boston. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. He told his team they're being too reckless with the ball. He said, you're turning it over left and right. You got to be smarter and more in control out there. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Sharpshooter from anywhere on the floor. Booker's release and form, it's so mechanically sound.
Thompson passes to Giannis. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on David Robinson.
15 foul. The line for the Rockets. Wembanyama taking 2 shots.
The first one falls.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
To the middle. And finished off by Robinson.
You can always count on D-Book to make the right reads when he's in pick-and-roll action. He's so smart.
Houston leading by 11. And here's Giannis. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the Celtics. Baylor's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Booker, not the guy you want to foul, gentlemen. This guy is one of the best from the stripe there is in the game.
At the line, Devin Booker. At the line for 2 shots.
And remember, all interactives in this special episode are presented by Hotels.com.
A team in a playoff series has a potential of playing 16 total.